These were some of the interesting aspects of my memories of colonialism, both from the point of view of finding expanding markets for manufactured goods coming from abroad, and then exporting raw materials from the colonies back to Britain, and also with the legacy of education they left with us.
Let's ask you a bit about the women in Sierra Leone, because whenever I have visited West Africa, I have found that the work and the commerce is really being done by the women. The men are just sitting outside drinking beer. The economic life is being governed by women. Is this true of Sierra Leone also? And if so, why are the women not working? Why are they only drinking beer?
Well, I think perhaps you must have visited a different Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leone I come from is a bit different. Within the rural setting and within the former colonial era, that is the former colony area, there are differences. Within the rural setting, there is male chauvinism. The husband is the man. In farm work, of course, women play an important role, but a lot of the hard work is done by the male, and some of the weeding is done by the female, and some of the household chores and care are done by the female. Laundry, outdoor cooking, fetching water by the female and the children. That is within the pure rural setting. Now, if you go to the colony area, you have career women. And even before that, even during the colonial days, the women were there, they were good traders. Some traded as far back as even in the Gambia or even in Ghana and Nigeria. But then still, there was male dominance, both in terms of being the breadwinner and both in terms of taking most of the material decisions relating to the family. So perhaps you must have gone to a different Sierra Leone, but we in Sierra Leone believe in sharing and in making sure that our female folks also take part, but not leaving everything to them.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that, because I'm married to a woman who's made of stainless steel, and she dominates me totally in my life. I've been married for 47 years, and my life has been a total tragedy for 47 years. So I'm delighted that you have some balance between men and women in Sierra Leone. Give me a bit of an idea about the economic imports and exports of what is it that you produce? Where do you make your money?
Well, predominantly there is a mining sector. Diamonds are produced.
Diamonds, that's interesting.
And gold, and then there is bauxite. There is iron ore, and we have some platinum, some chrome. And recent surveys show that we have some deposits of oil offshore, and we don't know in what quantities that is being explored. We also have produced some cash crops like coffee, cacao, ginger, pure silver, and cacao, and some citrus fruits, pineapple as well. And then we also have some very rich marine resources, fish, and then we have a lot of timber resources as well. So it's very rich in natural resources, really.
Yeah, but if you've got gold and diamonds and food and coffee and Starbucks and oil, then you have no problem. then you must be one of the richest countries in the world, particularly if you've got diamonds. But I want to go a bit deeper into the diamonds, because in the UN, we have something called blood diamonds. What is this blood diamonds business? And is this a problem in Sierra Leone? And do you think the United Nations is justified in talking of diamonds as being good diamonds and bad diamonds? What are your views about diamonds and blood diamonds?
Well, to be frank, before the civil war in Sierra Leone, which started in 1992, we never heard about blood diamonds. It's a terminology that came out of the 1992 civil war. And there's a school of thought that holds the view that our diamonds were exploited by people and used to fuel the civil war. In other words, there was a big conspiracy against the country where the rebels and the warring factions and combatants were incited or more or less encouraged to exploit these diamonds, sell to others outside in exchange for arms, which they will come with these arms back to the country to pursue the war. And some of these diamonds didn't go through the normal legal export basis. They were smuggled out of the country and they were illicitly mined. So there you got the name blood diamonds from. In other words, the exploitation of such a very rich natural resource, instead of for the benefit of the country, it became a curse.
But we thought diamonds were a girl's best friend. But a great movie has been made about these blood diamonds. It's a very popular movie in the United States. But talk about coffee. I'm interested in coffee also. Because one of the problems of coffee is that if you go into Starbucks and you buy a cup of coffee, it costs $3. But the producer of the coffee, Sierra Leone or Colombia, is getting only 7 cents out of those $3. How much money are you earning from the coffee being sold by Starbucks? Are you satisfied with the percentage that you are getting?
We all know, as economists will say, that the terms of trade are always against us because we don't dictate the state of commodity prices when you export them. They are being dictated by the buyers themselves abroad. So we all produce almost similar goods. Coffee is not only produced in Sierra Leone, it's also produced in the Ivory Coast and some other areas. And we all compete to sell. And when you compete to sell, of course, prices will go down. And those who buy dictate the price. So the terms of trade are against us. So we are not getting much out of our coffee as we would have loved to. But this is also because of the impact of colonialism, because these raw materials, instead of being processed within the country, they were exported raw and processed outside. So there was no chance for even giving employment, nor any chance for them for more income to be derived or more benefit to be derived from these resources. So it's a disadvantage, as a matter of fact. We don't get much out of our coffee because of that. It's not our fault. It's been something that has been deeply ingrained and which, as a developing country, we are now trying to change.
These days, everybody is talking about China because of something called rare earths. because of the fight between China and Japan, we